Blessings, blessings to all of you out there during this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So what does that mean for us, guys? Well, the full moon is an excellent time for releasing that which no longer serves us. So when the moon comes around full, it's a good time to release old karma. This is also a blood moon, where named after its reddish appearance. As the red wavelengths of the sunlight filter through our Earth's atmosphere onto the moon's surface, they make it appear red. This happens about 3 times a year. The blood moon can transform our lives, and especially in the areas of money, sensuality, ownership, and power. And then these energies are the strongest for 3 to 6 months after the blood moon, full moon lunar eclipse. But up to 12 to 18 months. So people with personal planets in the fixed signs will be affected most strongly by this eclipse. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. As an issue that came up for you at the time of the new moon partial solar eclipse in Taurus, which happened April 30th, 2022, and also at the new moon in Scorpio, which happened November 2021, it will come to a pentacle now and bring a decisive moment or a resolve to the matter. Mars, Neptune, and Pluto will blend and coordinate nicely with this lunar eclipse, which brings in more security and balanced energy. Therefore, many will experience an increase to their determination and perseverance. Yet there will be some obstructions and hindrances to deal with, because there is a square that is formed with Saturn. It will bring some conflicting balancing acts. We're going to have to try to find a way to balance 2 conflicting areas. One being our ability to experience joy in the mundane, uncomplicated, and ordinary, and our basic material belongings, versus problems and difficulties with the ethereal or mysterious aspects to life, which can mean, the spiritual warfare that's taking place. We will find that the lunar eclipse will help with the equilibrium between these two and shine a light upon the struggle between the clash of amassing large material goods and material wealth, or giving freely to others. Many will become awakened and shattered by the corrupt and nefarious and devious behaviors of others during this time. And some people in the limelight might display actions that are really daring and lascivious. The desire for sex might become quite strong for some, and they may feel driven to pursue whoever they desire. Many with artistic gifts and talents will be inspired by this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, and their creativity will abound. All right, guys, so what you see here is I've chosen 3 different energies for you guys to place yourself in right now during this full moon. The first one is the full moon. This is pile number 1. This is where you are in the energy where you have surrendered to the divine. You have surrendered completely. You have put your life into his hands. You've let everything about you be illuminated and brought to light. And you are now ready to just open arms, let God take over, and put you where he feels you need to be. The second energy is in the energy of the full moon in Scorpio, where this is an energy where you feel like you are in the process of releasing old negative energies, old negative habits, maybe individuals that bring negativity into your life. This is pile 2. This is the energy that you're in if you pick pile 2. Pile 3 is represented by the full moon eclipse, which is the energy of knowing that you have already surrendered, you've let go of the negativity, and now you're ready to move on. So card number 3 is about being in the energy with the conclusion, insight, and being ready to move on, what you can expect during this full moon eclipse. So we've got the energy where you're ready to surrender, and you feel like that's what you're at right now. You have surrendered and your arms are open wide and you're ready to receive. The energy where you have released the negativity. So you may have received here in this energy that you had some negativity to release. You've moved forward, you've done the releasing of the negativity, or you're in the process of the releasing the negativity. And then pile number 3 is, where do we go from here? Okay, so I'm going to give you a moment to pick your pile, and I'll be back to tell you what you got. Okay, so pile number 1. Your first card is I Remember. Soul Plan. The fated life versus the destiny life. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now. When you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life. We live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one where we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you towards, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision to keep walking that perfectly laid out path before you, or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. This card is asking you, what are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? Pile number 1. Your second card is Sea Turtle, Stability. Operating from a stable base is advantageous. If you need help and guidance, ask for it, as you are loved and supported. Delve deeply into the study of something rather than just skimming the surface. Do not push hard for what you want all the time. Instead, set an intention or a direction and steadily flow towards this. Not every journey needs to be a difficult one, full of drama. Okay, and pile number 1, your third message today is the Bluebell Fairy, Gratitude. The early morning forest is shrouded in low-lying mists. As you step into the meadow, you glimpse heavenly blue flowers seeming to float above the mist. Their deep color draws you closer. Each bell-shaped blossom bows down on its stem, as if in prayer, humility, or gratitude. Gratitude is the secret to a joy-filled life. True thankfulness can work like modern-day alchemy, yielding happiness and peace beyond imagination. And it's so simple. Find what's good and wonderful in every moment. No matter what's happening around you, there's always something to be grateful for. Whatever you appreciate in life will grow, so discover what you're thankful for. Even the people and situations you've found challenging and hard to get through, watch the miracles unfold. The universe is grateful for you. Appreciation for everything flows through you in great bounty. Cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you, and miracles will abound. In addition to gratitude, bluebells are thought to symbolize humility. As you step into the soft, gentle energy of humbleness, you'll find that your gratitude for even the smallest things in life expands. Bluebell open the door to magic. Legends describe ringing the bluebell like you would a bell in order to bring fairies to you. In the spring, bluebells grow throughout the woodlands in a lush carpet, and you can feel the magic simply by being near. The spirit of the bluebell fairy says, the more gratitude that you have, the more bounty will fill your life. Cherish the preciousness of all things, and joy will fill your life. The universe is thankful for you. So if you chose pile number 2 because you feel like your energy is in the space right now of release, and you feel like you're in a time in your life where you are releasing old karma, and you're in the midst of that, and because of that you chose pile number 2, your first card is Fall into My Arms. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be. Trust being human can be lonely and confusing. That the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often, we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, well, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them at her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I have truly lived. Pile number 2. Your second card is Jackal. Truth. Authenticity is important. Live your truth fearlessly. Someone around you is not telling you the truth. Do not fear what you cannot control. We will all leave a legacy, so you should consider what this might be for you. Remember, death is a part of life. Pile number 2. Your third card is Enchanted Fern Grotto, Refuge. Magic is afoot in the enchanted grotto. Long rays of light stream through the forest canopy above. An abundance of ferns fill the grotto with effervescence, verdant color, and a small waterfall tinkles like crystalline chimes. You know that you are safe here. This is the time to go within. Seek and find your inner refuge. Take time for deliberation and reflection. In times of retreat, you can truly hear the voice of your soul. If you've been pushing hard or struggling to keep going, this is the time to be still and nurture your inner world. Draw nourishment from the wellspring within you. Think carefully about decisions you make at this time. If possible, put them off. Now is not a good time to make life-changing choices. Instead, take time to create a foundation for the future. Retreat and reflect on your heart's true desires. Proceed with care and deliberation as you make plans. Listen to your inner guidance. Fern grottos have a feeling of peace as you enter. Many are known to be places where magic resides, perhaps the homes of fairies and elves. Allow the energy of this sacred space to fill you. Know that you can be yourself and truly relax. Okay, and for those of you who picked pile number 3, where you feel like you're in an energy space right now where you're ready to move on and you can handle whatever is coming next, and you picked pile number 3, your first card is Your Life is a Canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. You are the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibration they match with them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is actually required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud that you're most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain. You'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life that you most long to live. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create? How can you express yourself more creatively? Pile number 3. Your second card is Peacock, Prosperity. Prosperity is coming to you. A flow of abundance is on its way. Expect a new income stream. Clear the energy in your home or office. Do not be afraid of success. You can rise from difficult circumstances. And pile number 3, your third and final card is the Wild Rose Fairy, Love. The scent of the wild rose is heady. The perfumed fragrance twirls around you and flows directly into your heart. With each inhalation, your heart opens even wider and deeper. The soft pink color of the petals contrasts with the dark, shiny leaves. Fluttering among the blossoms is a kaleidoscope of butterflies. Magic is in the air. Love is all around you. Open your heart to receive. All of life's experiences are a splendid part of a spiritual evolution towards the realization that we are all love. In matters of romance, there is healing right now. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you, to others, and to the universe. Healing has occurred. Healing is occurring. Healing will occur. Your angels, guides, spiritual guardians, and allies adore and cherish you. If only you could see yourself the way those in spirit see you, you would know how profoundly and deeply loved, cherished, and adored you are. Be open to allowing the Creator to solve your challenges in wondrous ways. Trust that everything is unfolding graciously and perfectly in your life. The opposite of fear is love. Allow fear to dissolve as love expands. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy full blood moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Namaste.